Alright, so here we are today. Got my Yoo-Hoo. It's a brisk morning. I'm going to be putting in some energy suspension components. Luckily, I forgot to order silicone grease. Luckily, they were nice enough to include it in the packaging. Still stapled shut. So, you know. And then I figured these weren't really bad, but go ahead and get a matching set. Complement the bushings. And from what I've read, the difference between energy and prothane is about a durometer of 5. So like if these were 75, prothanes would be 80, or 70 and 75, whatever the durometer is. Typically the difference between these are typically a little bit softer, which is fine by me, because whenever you put a different subframe in here, sway bar doesn't even fit. So, you know, it's kind of a little something extra I can do while accumulating parts to do the K-swap. So, yeah, this is the suspect. You can see there's a good sized gap there. No wiggle, but yeah, there's the. Yeah, they might be a little wore out. Either way, we are replacing them. So I've got it in the air, and you don't, depending on your wheel and tire setup, you don't necessarily have to take the wheel off, but I've got something later on in the video planned. So until then, let's just one thing at a time. Let's get to this, and once I make a little bit of headway, I'll continue the video. Alright, so for mine, the hardware is 2/14. One nylon locker on top, and then the bolt head on the bottom. So, okay, so I got a set up here. Let's see. Here it goes. Sometimes you don't need a ratchet on the bottom, at least in the beginning, because it's usually pretty snug. Bushings will kind of hold the bolt in place to a certain extent. Shoot, we may not even need it. voila. Let me see if we can there we go. Get it to loosen up. Everything's in there so tight. It's mushed out, one of the two. And I've already got the other side loose, by the way, in case you were freaking out, wondering why it's so easy to move. Boom. Alright. Ain't really doing much in there without the bolts holding it together, so. Alright, so I'm gonna figure out what size these are. I think these are 12s, right off the top of my head, or 10s, one of the two. But I'm gonna get the socket and extension and get set up onto the car, and we'll continue there. Okay, so it was a 12, and whenever you take this thing out, it'll typically drop. So if you're laying under it and didn't take the wheels off or whatever, be cautious, because ain't nothing fun about having a hard piece of metal fall on your head. You can see how, oh yeah, look at that. See that? Look at that. Split on the other side. I mean, this was Moog, alright? You see how flexible that is. And here is the Energy suspension, 22 mil. Doesn't want to deform as easily. So it's definitely a higher durometer than the factory graphite bushing. This would be the minimum I would recommend that you upgrade when doing any modifications to your suspension, solely on the fact that any weak link is a potential, you know, it's kind of like whenever you're building computers and you get that bottleneck from, like, you know, having a really nice whatever, but then trying to cut corners elsewhere by, you know, saving some money on your RAM. Maybe only you get 8 gigs of RAM or whatever, you know. Same thing applies here at bottlenecks, in the sense that all your upgrades, well, they end up, you know, all the force transfers to the weakest link, and you know, that was a weak link. I'm sure for a factory vehicle it would be fine, but you know, with as little as I drove it, I don't know. Just not a big fan of Moog right now. But anyway, we're gonna get some of this lube on there so they don't squeak, and we'll get it bolted up and then start putting the new anti-sway bar link hardware and bushings from Energy in. So, alright, let me get to it. Alright, so I put the old Moog ones back in here, just a habit of mine. But there's the, I guess, the part number, if you were interested. And here's the part number for that. So, I'll probably end up just putting a smear of the grease that I have left over, just a little bit, just a light coating between these washers and this bushing, and then between the bushing and the bar, just so that it doesn't get that, that's how it looks, so it just doesn't get crusty, because it's pretty rough in there. So I'm gonna get the staples out, because this is, you know, this is the world we live in now, I guess. Yeah, so I'm gonna get this out of here and get one side done, and then turn the video back on, let you know how I feel. Alright, so here's the old, and this wasn't Moog. This was Detroit Axle, I think. Quite certain. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was a Detroit Axle thing. And they're still, I mean, they're hard as a rock, but, you know, and they're a little mushed out, but, I mean, they're not really cracking. So, just, you know, not the best looking. So, I'm curious just to see more or less the life, not really the hardness difference. I'm sure there will be some, because, I mean, this shit's hard, bruh. It's like Delrin, might as well be. But I gotta hurry up, get this on the car, and I gotta call my brother and wake him up. So, yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so I got everything tightened down, and anytime you put hardware like the sway bar bushing bolts, you want to use thread locker, and just a little dab of blue just so they don't back out. These are fun because they're nylon lockers. Went ahead and lubricated both sides. I figured that was a smart move. I had plenty left over, so it's no issue. And the big thing I wanted to talk about was I got a new set of factory 4x100, I guess they're old Accord wheels, but they've got some really nice tread. One Falcon and the rest are Pirelli, all seasons. Great condition, and I think I only paid like $60 for the full set. So dude hooked me up. So yeah, I'm gonna slap these on, and then I'll either let you know in the comment section down below or the next video, which I'm not sure what it'll be. It might be Car Parts Haul, might be G Fuel, who knows, we'll see. Might be an oil change, but either way I'll address it then. These could definitely use some love, so I'm going to try a few things out, and might make a video out of that. But they definitely need to be cleaned. They are a little worse for wear, for sure. So if you have any ideas of some, I don't know what you'd need, brake cleaner, degreaser, something to just kind of clean them up without messing the surface up. Simple Green, Purple Power, things like that. I know that stuff works, but I don't know, you know, with this kind of finish or whatever. Try to save as much of it as I can. So if you have any suggestions, comment down below. And I do appreciate everybody. We've hit 81 subscribers, so I do appreciate that. And smash the shit out of the like button. Comment down below. It helps with the YouTube algorithm. Help get this channel out there, and maybe meet some new cool people. Who knows? You may learn something new. Who knows? There's a whole slew of different type of people that kind of follow the channel. So I'm sure there's plenty of people out there looking to meet new people. If not, subscribe, smash it out like button, and appreciate everybody. And as always, stay safe and peace out.